Hey, how are we doing, guys? So far, let's talk about what happening this week, and we will start off with Free Bitco. So that's going to be pretty exciting here. If I can get my music started, and then it went to Rocky. I mean, I'd love to play Rocky for you guys, but let's go with Crypto Beat. All right, just make sure everything is balanced. Double check my mic real quick, because last time my mic didn't work like at all. Test, test. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alright, that was a little trippy. I already checked it before, but I just wanted to make sure because, oh my gosh. Okay. New stream is good. New tab is good. Alright, so anyway. Free Bitco is going well, as you can see. Looking down the list, the price of Bitcoin is obviously up because the prices are lower today for people who are just accessing the faucet. Looking at my earnings right now, we're doing pretty well. Most days I'm getting over 2 Satoshi up as it accrues interest. Life is good. I'm hoping to be at 1% pretty soon, and that will be good. Thanks to all of you who have been part of my downline. I'm trying to figure out a prize mechanism soon again. I may sprinkle more Bitcoin. It's just getting more expensive to do so, so I'll work on that pretty soon. Um, as far as Bitcoin news, um, so as I've been looking at articles to share with you guys, I've been finding out that most of what's been shown is just negative all the time. It's just kind of like I'll just look at the top stories, right? Which, by the way, I mean, I believe that most of these places like CoinDesk and all that, you can just kind of pay a writer to post something there, and they'll post it no matter what the title is. They're also trying to be sensational, so it kind of sucks because, this whole year I've been about 3-4x on Bitcoin since the 3,000 mark, and all I see is negativity in the writing, and it's still like even today it's really good. So it's kind of like I'll just read some of the titles here. Bitcoin needs weekly close above 12K hurdle to, you know, Bitcoin price sees steep drop after rejection of 12K. Like, and they'll talk about the altcoins. Neo price analysis. Neo price reflects Bitcoin's recent pullback. That's just a random. Bitcoin still offers significant upside. Bitcoin breaks 12K before plunging crypto market. Like, you look at all the titles, and there's always a hint of negativity, hint of skepticism. It's never like, oh, look at that, it went up $1,000 today. Oh, hey, look at that, like it's bouncing around. It's pretty nice. So I've been really frustrated looking for stories for you guys because, you know, it looks like I'm really just gonna have to dive deep every single time because, like, obviously the regular news isn't actually saying anything about crypto. Now, I never expected anything to happen when it comes to, major news. Like, they're still bashing it left and right. I saw a couple interviews this week where, you have Novogratz and other people just being normal and talking about Bitcoin, and they're still like, well, what's the value? And it's like, well, you can program a Bitcoin to tokenize something. You can it's cryptography, so it's more secure. Like, no one will immediately know that you're sending your money, which means nobody can track you immediately. Now, know your customer's a thing, but in other words, it's just money. It's not gonna. It's actually fluctuating less than any other commodity because it has a fixed supply. It's fluctuating because people are speculating on it and not because of its intrinsic value. So, like gold, gold, they find more of it every day. There's a chance a comet could hit the planet with a bunch of gold and the price would lower, things like that. Bitcoin, that's not going to happen. Also, like, Bitcoin can't be shut down anymore because they have satellites that have the blockchain on it. So, anyway, just there are a lot of questions that people ask that are just really dumb. Or there was one I saw the other day. It's like, well, I put $100 into Bitcoin, and now it's, it's $30 now. It's like, well, yeah, you bought at the top of the last arc and it lowered. Go figure. Like, it's crazy, and you're not doing things to help yourself. You're just kind of throwing it in there and then trying to, on live TV, on live national TV, trying to, be like, throw it in someone's face. Well, of course, it's just really dumb. I mean, then you have the dollar, which has, a higher inflation rate than Bitcoin, and then you have, just, there's so many reasons why Bitcoin is good. Let's look at the price. Here's something that's been very interesting. I tried to explain this last time, but unfortunately, I think my mic wasn't working very well. So my TA's gotten a bit better. It still sucks. I don't like to use charts very much because I don't trade. I dollar cost average in. Um, but one thing that's very interesting is there is a whale or a couple whales or like 5 whales, and what they're doing is they're pumping and dumping the market with various results. So this was a couple days ago in our last run above 12K. As you can see, it goes up. I mean, it goes, what is that? That's almost 1,000K rise. It looks like that was 2 people, but it could have been 1. And it kind of stays there for a little bit, and then it drops about 500, right? So they're raising the price, and they're dropping it. And then this is just retail, I believe. All this right here, except for like this bigger one right here, this bigger trough right there. This is all just retail. This is just you, normal people, you and I, maybe a couple $1,000s just trading in and out and in and out and in and out. And then another whale, boom! So that was a $300 jump, and that was a $400 loss or so, about, right? And that's the thing you have to know about this market right now is that, uh, what's been happening is, depending on when you've entered the market, so 2 years ago, um, Bitcoin was kind of being choked out, basically, and a lot of the whales were just sailing. They were sailing. They were selling. And so what happened is, this was a way for the market to shake off people who are weak hands, or people who don't really believe in the cause, and that sort of thing. I believe that cryptocurrency is definitely going to be part of the future. Now, is it going to be the end all be all? I mean, there's no way to tell. Like, it's like when an engineer builds a building and they have to figure out what are going to be the issues with that building. Well, they could plan for a comet. There's a chance that could happen, but who knows? Um, but like with Bitcoin, like the whales really kind of dictate the huge price movements. Retail tends to, when it creeps up like 500 in a couple days, that tends to be more of a retail movement. If it's 500 in like an hour, that's a whale. And understand that these things are going to happen. And no matter when you enter the market, welcome to the roller coaster. And it's been quite a roller coaster. I'm looking at Coin360, by the way. If you look at it this past week or so, it's been really, really cool. It's been like just inching up from 10,000. So I think the last time I made a video, we were closer to 10K. And it's just been a really nice buy cycle. One thing I tend to notice is that on paydays, so that would be like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we tend to get a small bump, and then it goes down or it goes higher over the weekend as the whales decide what they want to do. So go figure. This isn't investing advice, just things that I kind of notice. And yeah, let's check out Steemit. All right, so as far as Steemit right now, I'm currently over 1,700 Steam Power. Next week I'm going to buy more. I think to be a dolphin I have to be at 5K. So again, if you want some easy rewards, follow me. I'm trying to post at least once a week. I'm probably going to start posting more. And when I do, I'm going to try and basically post pictures and my opinions of them, or post tweets or something like that and post them to Steemit. I was trying to find an automatic poster, but unfortunately one of the big ones, I think it's like post to Steam or something like that, they went down or they haven't been active, so that kind of sucks. But yeah, I'm part of a large trail called Back Scratcher, so if you're into that, you want to make some rewards, go for it. But yeah, basically, I'm over 1 Bitcoin, as you can tell, and I'm trying to see if I can get, I'd love to have 10 at some point, 10 plus, that'd be nice, but this is going back to my goals, the one that I tried to post last week. Unfortunately, again, my mic was too low, sorry about that, guys, but yeah, so my goals are, again, to have basically 2, 5, and 10 Bitcoin. If I can have that, that would be amazing. As far as steam power, I'm trying to become a dolphin. If I can do it by the end of the year, great. If not, definitely by next year. To grab way more Ripple, way more Litecoin, way more Ethereum, if I can, and invest those in various ways. Um, with my altcoins, I tend to hold them in Celcius Network because I earn interest in that. Passive income. I have a bit of Tron. I haven't actively invested in Tron. I just kind of was doing the passive thing that some of the other people do. Um, yeah, and so that's kind of my plan for this year. I'm just looking forward to owning more crypto and doing what I can. Watch those whales. And as far as streams, I'm actually curious, and let's talk about prizes. So my plan now is to start giving prizes again, and I'm going to issue a topic. The requirement to be part of the prize pool is that you need to be on topic for what I mentioned, and please put your Bitcoin address. So part of the issue is people go, I win, and then I have no address to send to them. So if post like a couple sentences about the topic, and then post your Bitcoin address, and then that will be the entry for the random drawing. Okay, that's the plan. And the topic for this week is, what streams do you watch about Bitcoin? How do you like them and why? Any one of those three questions, just post your answer and post your Bitcoin address. If you don't have, the topic and your Bitcoin address, then you can't win, unfortunately. So that's the plan. All right, guys. That's been it. Have a wonderful week and stay frosty.